Hi, this is Dale O'Shields, pastor of Church of the Redeemer in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Thank you for joining me for our devotional time today. I want to talk to you about one key word today, and that is faith. Think about that word with me for a moment. And not just a sort of a faith that is out there for some generic dimension of life or just general faith. I want to talk about a specific faith to believe that Jesus can change your life, really change you and help you in areas where you struggle. No, we all struggle in certain places. We all, in certain dimensions of life, are crippled. We have places of bondage, things that we can't seem to get overcome, things that we can't seem to overcome, things that hold us down, things that hold us back. And Jesus is the one that is well able to free you from these things. Let me take you to the scriptures. In Luke chapter 13, I'm going to begin reading in verse number 10. I'm going to read several verses today, but let me just let these verses speak to you, and I hope that they will impart faith to you. One Sabbath day, as Jesus was teaching in a synagogue, he saw a woman who had been crippled by an evil spirit. She had been bent double for 18 years and was unable to stand up straight. When Jesus saw her, he called her over and said, "Dear woman, you are healed of your sickness." Then he touched her, and instantly she could stand straight. How she praised God. And then it goes on in verse 16 in that same chapter, Luke 13, and says, "This dear woman, a daughter of Abraham, has been held in bondage by Satan for 18 years. Isn't it right that she be released even on the Sabbath?" As Jesus was in the synagogue on that Sabbath day, he saw a lady who was bent double, who was crippled. She could not look up. She could not see heaven. She could not lift her eyes. All she could see was the floor. All she could see was the ground. She was looking down. She was crippled in life. And the Bible says here, Jesus made it clear that this crippling had occurred in her life by reason of some bondage from Satan. We don't know how it happened or what it was all about, but somewhere at some point, for 18 years, she had suffered under this curse. But when Jesus saw her there that day, Jesus reached out to her and Jesus set her free. Jesus liberated her from her crippled condition. And in that, we find hope for us. For the Bible says that Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And when you and I are honest about our crippled areas, when we are honest with Jesus about where we're broken and where we need him to help us, and we bring these issues to him, you and I can be confident that Jesus not only cares in some general sense, but he cares in a very specific sense. He cares enough to do something to help us. And so I want to leave with you today that one thought, that Jesus cares enough about you to help you. As you cry out to him in your crippledness, as you cry out to him in your brokenness, you need to have the confidence that he will do for you what he did for this lady. He's the one that can cause your crippled condition to be healed, your bondages to be broken, and the places where you've been bent over, if you will, and pressed down, he's able to lift you up again. Have faith and know that Jesus can do that for you.